let's talk cannabis. I know there's a lot of people out there who have been asking me about this, who have tried it. I want to hear from you, but I also want you to know that this video is going to be a little bit different. This isn't a video that is specifically addressed to people who have been injured by benzodiazepines or psych meds or fluoroquinolones. This is going to be a video for everyone. I want to tell you about our story, specifically with CBD, and then about some products that we have developed specifically so that people who normally cannot afford CBD products or who are concerned about the quality can have access to something they may not have had access to before. This is also a way for our family to fund some future efforts that I will be doing on behalf of people who have been injured by benzodiazepines, you know, because this is all volunteer, of course. Everything that I do, I don't get paid to do this. So let me get into our story and how we came across CBD for our family. A few months after I finished my benzo taper, I was just starting to get better. I was just starting to be able to function. And then our son had a reaction to an antibiotic, and it wasn't even a fluoroquinolone. This was just like a Z-Pack. Actually, a couple months later, the FDA did come out with a black box warning that said that this can happen to people, but of course, none of the doctors believed us, and none of them knew the research that said that a lot of these drugs that they were offering us to help our son could actually complicate this condition or could cause this reaction again. They couldn't really help him. He was in severe pain. He couldn't even stand up. He was in a wheelchair. And I was having to cart my son around in a wheelchair all up and down the valley here to different specialists. While in the meantime, I am dealing with PTSD from the abuse and things that I suffer at the hands of the medical profession with my own condition. So this was a very painful time for us. And the doctors couldn't help. And of course, when the medical profession can't quite figure out how to help you, the first thing they do is start throwing out psychiatry at you. So they were offering us all these drugs that there was no way I was going to give to my son. And of course, he did have anxiety. I mean, he had just seen something similar happen to his mom, and she went through hell, and now something like that happens to him. But it was more than that, because he was just crying out in these waves of pain. Every 5 to 10 minutes, he would just be screaming. And we didn't know what to do for him. The pain meds weren't helping. There was a steroid that helped temporarily, but then it stopped, and then, you know, the side effects weren't worth it anymore. We were at our wits' end. We seriously were considering moving to Colorado to try medical cannabis to treat his pain. But then my husband, being the intelligent and insightful person he is, he did some research and he found out that there were CBD products available to us here in Utah. So we decided to give that a try first. We went down to this manufacturer, came home with a bottle of CBD oil, and administered that to our son that evening. Now, I had spoken to some people who, like at Realm of Caring, who told us that this may take a few weeks to even a few months before we might see any improvement, but it was pretty drastic for us. The next morning, our son woke up, and he was only crying out in pain maybe every 15 to 20 minutes, and then it became every half hour to 45 minutes. And pretty soon he was able to function and do some things again. I had to pull him out of school. I was homeschooling him. But we were able to get through a year of homeschooling, and then we were able to sort of figure out what was anxiety and what was pain and manage each of these things individually. And then he was able to go back to school. He still deals with his condition, but it's so much more manageable now. It's just night and day. When we saw this in our son, we thought, wow, well, maybe we should try CBD too. So we started taking some of the oil that we had bought for him, and we didn't see any difference. Like, it didn't touch my pain. My husband is in severe pain from several car accidents that he was in. None of those are his fault, by the way. He was always hit by somebody else, like a kid who OD'd on prescription meds. But he's got, I mean, He's got compressed discs and bulging discs all up and down his spine. He's had every treatment imaginable. We've burned nerve endings, and we've done stem cell treatments and blocks and steroids. And he couldn't take opiates because he doesn't do well on opiates, so he just wasn't treating his pain. Anyway, a little while later, we were contacted by a friend of mine from high school, who I had no idea was developing different products, that he was so passionate about helping people with cannabis, and we're very much of a like mind. We don't believe in using cannabis for recreational use. Of course, why would I be for abusing a drug? You know, if you're just going to switch out one drug for another drug, in that case, that's not something that I want to do. What I want to do is help people. And so we tried these products, and all of a sudden, for the first time, I found that CBD actually did help me with various things such as sleep and pain. He had this lotion that we tried, and I couldn't believe how fast the pain relief set in from using this lotion. Anyway, so we started looking into this some more. We started giving some to our friends and family because we just wanted to help them, because we knew that they were in pain and dealing with their own things. And we just kept hearing back from this person and that person, and oh my gosh, this helped us so much, and oh my gosh, I can walk again, it's on my knees, or I can knit, or I can do these things that I couldn't do before. And we decided that this was really something that we wanted to try and make available to everyone, because we knew from our own experience and from testing the products that we'd used previously. We sent them to an independent company to be tested, and we found that they weren't nearly as potent as they were claiming to be. And that's really why they weren't working for my husband and me, because we were adults. So they were good enough for like a younger child, but for a full-grown adult, they just weren't going to do what they said they could, because they weren't as high-quality products as we thought they were. And that's not to knock any people in this business or anything like that. will be forever grateful that we had CBD available to us at that time for our son. But I know a lot of people who have tried products, they've had similar experiences, and the problem is not everybody can afford or knows how to go and get these products tested. So we started talking with my friend Glenn, who is just absolutely brilliant at this. He's got his degrees in mathematics and chemistry and biology, and we started looking at other products that were available. And as far as this lotion goes, there's nothing else out there that is like this. I think he's one of the only people talented enough at chemistry to develop a lotion that has that much CBD in it and still make it a lotion that people can actually use. So we decided that we wanted to start making these products available to everyone else. It's called Leafly Organics. So that's Leefly, organics.com. You can go to our site, and we have a couple of products available. And I just want you to know that the potency of these is way more probably than anything else that you're going to find out there, and especially at these prices. So for instance, we've got our CBD lotion here, and as you can see, that is 1,880 milligrams, and we're selling this for $40. Now, if you were to look for anything comparable out there, I've looked, and they have some CBD lotions that are maybe 100 milligrams, because it's very hard to make it chemically this way, and those will sell for $40 or $80 at only 100 milligrams, and this is 1,880 that we're selling it to, and this lasts a long time. It may not look like much, but we use a lot of this stuff, and this goes pretty far. And then the other product that we have here at Leafly is the CBD oil. We will have two available. This one is in an MCT oil base. Our son can't handle coconut at all. He's developed all these sensitivities to things, since his injury. And so we also we've kind of run out, but we will have some hemp-based CBD oil available to you as well. And again, this is 1,000 milligrams. And we are selling this for $60. Now, if you find any other products out there that are 1,000 milligrams, they're going to be at least twice this much. I mean, $150 or more. And again, I'm going to guarantee these products up on our site where we will have the breakdown of the, the labs where they check it independently and verify that these products are as potent as we say they are. So when it comes to CBD, I know there's a lot of people out there who have heard really good things about Charlotte's Web. That is a product that comes out of Colorado, and they've had some really good marketing. A lot of people think that's kind of the only CBD that's that potent. I can assure you that this product, which it's from a sativa, so it's not just basic hemp. It is actually like a full spectrum cannabis. So you will be getting all of the different CBDs and CBNs and CBGs and just there's like 100 different chemicals really that work together with your body to make CBD effective. And some of that does include a teeny amount of THC, but it is the legal amount, so it won't be a problem in any state as far as that goes. This is a full spectrum sativa that we get it from. It's also really important when you're buying a CBD product, hemp plants and things like that, they're highly absorbent, which means that they will absorb all of the chemicals in the environment around them, in the water and in the soil. So you want to make sure that your CBD is super clean. And so what we have here is organic. We know where it comes from. We know it's clean and that you're not going to be getting any toxins. And then also when CBD is manufactured, a lot of times people will use different chemicals and things to extract the CBD, such as ethanol, which again, if you're super sensitive like I am or other people are, that can kind of create some toxicity and some adverse reactions. Our CBD is cold pressed. We don't use ethanol. And also it's first batch pressed. So basically what that means is some CBD companies, they'll take that batch, those plants, and they'll process it once, and then to save on money, they'll process it 2 or 3 times. And the problem with that is like when they heat it up or use these chemicals or process it multiple times, it denatures the CBD molecules, and that makes it less available to you because it doesn't quite fit in with your receptors. And you do have this entire endocannabinoid system. We're wired to take in CBDs, and not just from cannabis plants. There are actually other sources of CBDs. They're not as potent, but that are in our environment, and we used to get these from these plants and from animals that would graze on these plants. We just don't get these in our system anymore. And I really honestly think that some people that have like an immediate reaction like that to taking CBD, it's probably because we're just CBD deficient. It's natural to our body. It's really, I think, something that we all need. So when you are looking at CBD products, keep that in mind. Is it something that is ethanol free? Is it processed in a way that's going to keep the stability of the molecules? Is it organic? And is it a full spectrum cannabis plant? If you are already trying CBD or have already tried it, I would encourage you to come to our site, leaflyorganics.com. If you're going to use CBD, use this one for various reasons. First of all, because this is only $60. And it's the highest quality kind of CBD that you can find. And that's why we're selling it. We want to make this available to people. We don't want people having to spend hundreds of dollars or foregoing treating their child who has epilepsy because they just can't afford this. So don't let the price fool you. This is every bit the best quality product that you can find out there. We already have some reviews coming in on this product. It has helped people with anxiety, with pain, and just some things that are kind of unexpected. We have somebody who tried it on her face and has found that it's actually helping to firm up her skin and helping her look a little younger. You never know. I mean, your endocannabinoid system works with everything, so you never know really how it might benefit you. But again, please use this product if you're going to use one, because it's going to support future efforts that I have. I stepped down from the original nonprofit after my son became ill, but I'm actually now working with another one. I'm going to be traveling to different states and putting together patient panels to speak to doctors. I'll get more into that later, but there's going to be some new content that I'm going to bring to you here on this channel, and there's going to be various medical professionals that I will be working with on this content. I'm really excited about that, and if you want to support these efforts in any way, then do it in a way where you can get a product that could benefit you or benefit somebody that you love, and also help the iatrogenic injured community, the benzo, the fluoroquinolone communities. And you know, I'm not saying that this is something that is going to treat any specific condition from a medication injury. And I'm not saying that this is going to 100% across the board work for everyone. There are some people who, for some reason, CBD doesn't seem to benefit them that much. I don't have any answers as to why. But even if, for whatever reason, if this isn't the product that helps you with what you need, it's a fantastic gift to give to somebody else, because it will benefit somebody that you know. And at $40 for a cream, that is the cheapest that we can possibly get it to you and still be able to pay to produce it and ship it out to you. And what an amazing gift to give, especially over the holidays, to people who might be dealing with pain or some form of anxiety or having some insomnia issues, things like that. So again, I just encourage you to go to leaflyorganics.com, give us a review, comment down below here. What have been your experiences with CBD? Have they been positive? Have they not been? Maybe it was the kind of product you were using and this one might benefit you differently. And I hope that this will help many people though out there who have been following me, because that's really why we got into this. I just want to help people. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys this new content, and I appreciate all of your support, all the people who have subscribed to this channel, who comment, who help share this message and get it out there. Thank you for your support. Please continue to support this by checking out our new business. We have 2 businesses now, so I know I haven't been getting a lot of content out lately because I have been busy being a mom and helping them set up a new business and then dealing with my own limitations still. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for getting on here. Give us a good review. Check it out on Facebook. And I wish you all happy holidays and God bless.